Hello children. So far we have covered till relative density. So which has completed our chapter. Now let us study about some extra questions, okay? These are some extra questions which I have chosen. I want you children to write this in your homework books. Okay? Write these extra questions in your homework books. So now let us study about extra questions. The very first question I have chosen here is, why is it difficult to hold a school bag with thin and strong wire? Why is it so? The question is simple, that why is it difficult? ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ to hold a school bag with thin and strong string? So the answer is, we know that pressure is inversely proportional to area, isn't it children? Pressure is inversely proportional to area. So more is the area, less is the pressure. So ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏರಿಯಾ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Straps are wider. So for example, if this is your bag and if you have stripes wider, what happens? The pressure over here will decrease here. ನೋವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so straps are wide because by keeping them wide the area gets reduced. Okay, the area gets reduced, due to which the pressure exerted on shoulder become less. So ನಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಭಾರ ಅನ್ಸಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯಾಗು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ವೈಡರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, so due to which the pressure exerted on shoulder will become less and the child can easily lift the bag on his shoulders. Okay, so for example ನೀವು ವೈಡರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಭಾರ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಭಾರ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅನಿಸಿದಾಗ you can easily take the bag to your school. So it is preferred to school children to take the wider strap bags. So now let us take the second question. So the second question is, what do you mean by buoyancy? So what do you mean by buoyancy? So buoyancy we have already learnt. Taking it again here, the upward force acting on a body when it is partially or fully immersed in fluid is called buoyancy. So it is simple children. It may be asked for 1 marks and it is important. Definition of buoyancy. The definition of buoyancy, or what do you mean by buoyancy? The upward force acting on body when it is partially or fully immersed in fluid. So this is the answer for second one. Now let us have the third question. The third question is that, when does an object float or sink when placed on surface of water? Okay, this we have already learnt. Tumba example kotkondu ನಾವು we have learnt in previous classes. So the same question is arise now. Why does an object float or sink when placed on surface of water? If the density of object is more, then it floats. If the density of object is more than water, okay, so density of object is more than water ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It sinks. It goes down. If the density of object is less than water, it floats. So the best example is boats, ships. So these are some of the examples. So now let us move on to the other question. So the fourth question that we have is, you find the mass to be 42 kg. Okay, you find the mass to be 42 kg on a weighing machine. So ಏನು ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಂದರೆ, we find that mass is 42 kg on weighing machine. Okay, is mass more than or less than 42 kg? So we need to compare with mass of weighing machine. So the answer is, with weighing machine we can find out weight, not mass. Is it children? So with weighing machine what we can find out the weight. weighing machine ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ತೂಕ ಹಾಕೋ machine ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? weight ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, isn't it? Not the mass. We check it out with weight. So that is what I have written here. With weighing machine we can find weight, not mass. Okay, so the weight is 42 kg. The weight is 42 kg, not the mass. Here you can see the weight is 42 kg, not the mass. Not the mass of 42 kg. The actual weight is less than 42 because of buoyancy on air on the body. Okay, what happens? So we got to know that the weight is 42 kg, not the mass of 42 kg. Okay, the actual weight ಏನು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಲ್ಲ 42 kg is less than 42 kg because buoyancy, the acting of buoyancy is here on air of the body. Clear, children? So now let us move on to the other question, that is the question number 5. In what direction does the buoyant force on an object immersed in a liquid act? In what direction does the buoyant force on an object immersed in a liquid act is the question we have. So buoyancy force acts in vertically upward. We already know, children. So buoyancy in act ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, it acts as upward. So buoyancy force acts in vertically upward direction is the answer for us. Okay, in what direction? In upward direction. Buoyant force of an object immersed in liquid act. Okay, buoyancy or buoyant force you can say. It acts in upward direction. So the next question, the last question we have is the problem. Okay, so let us solve this. The question is the volume of 50 gram of substance in 20 cm cube. The volume of 50 gram of substance is 20 cm cube. If the density of water is 1 gram per cm cube, will the substance float or sink? So for example, ನಾವು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ನ 50 grams of substance ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ in 20 cm cube. Okay, if density of water is 1 gram per cm cube, will the substance float or sink is our question. So density is nothing but mass by volume we have taken. So the mass is, volume of grams is converted into mass. So the mass is 50, have taken here. So substances, that is volume 20 cm cube, taken it as 20. So 50 divided by 20, we get the answer 2.5 gram per cm cube. So this is the very answer that we have got by dividing this. So we need to compare this with density of water, which is more than the density of water, 2.5 grams, which is more than the density of water, 1 gram per cm cube. Here it is 2.5 gram per cm cube. So what is the result? So hence the substance will sink in water. Got it, children? So this is the answer. I hope you have understood with the chapter gravitation. So we'll have mind maps from our next sections. I hope this is clear. I want you children to write this in homework book. Okay, thank you.